Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the Seaskins Rewired Summer Wetsuit for 2013. For those of you that aren't familiar with Seaskins are a British-based company, but they distribute wetsuits all over the world, so they have got a good reputation across the globe, sending suits to Oz, all over Europe, all that sort of places, to basically because their quality of suits is just as good as all of the bigger guys, you know, the Rip Curls and the Billabongs, but usually for less money. So they've got a really good reputation for that side of things, and also they've got a great sponsor surfer in Kieran Perro to sort of show off their wetsuits and what can be done in them. This particular suit, the Rewired, is a mid-range suit, so you've got the wired at the top of the range and the hot wired. But for summer 2013, the Rewired is looking great. It's one of my favourite suits that's actually come in. So I'll talk you through it. One thing I would say about Seaskins as well, they have changed their fit quite a lot. So people that are sort of used to Seaskins wetsuits, they've spent a lot of money and time researching, you know, how to get the best fit and, you know, the most sort of standard average fit for all the mediums and the medium tools. So their size guides should be bang on, and you should be able to find a suit within the range which is going to fit you really well, no matter what your shape within reason. So the Rewired with Future Fit, looking good. You've got a really nice colourway basically, so make sure you can see the whole suit. You've got the blue around the bottom and around the top, looks really nice. Not too much colour, but just sort of just enough. The biggest selling point about this suit, or the Rewired series, has always been that it's a suit which doesn't cost, you know, over 150 quid, but it's giving you 100% super stretch and a chest zip. So that's carried on. This suit is 100% super stretch the whole way through, so that's basically the lightest weight neoprene that Seaskins do, and it's pretty much the same as, you know, all the other sort of companies' lightweight neoprene. Super stretchy, really soft, really flexible the whole way through. That neoprene is going to stick to your body really well. It's going to give you loads more movement, and it's also going to give you more warmth because it sticks to your body better. There's more air in the neoprene, which insulates you better as well. So all round, it's really sort of important to have in a wetsuit as much of that neoprene as you can. So it's the whole way through. This suit is similar to construction in terms of the wire. There's no liquid or super seam technology on this suit, but you do still get minimal panelling, so you don't get the smooth skin panel on the front, you just get one big piece of neoprene which runs down over the legs, giving you unrestricted movement, no seams to hold you back, and you get that around the back as well. Minimal panelling, just one across the centre piece there, and that basically gives you a huge amount of movement. Any seams that are put there, they're sort of specially designed to make sure they complement the movement of a human body. So you've got like this dip in the lumbar there, the arch there, and then down the arms you've got like a bent seam. It means that any movement that you're doing is not restricting you, any of the seams. Speaking about the seams, they are glued and blind stitched, so as you can see, stitched halfway through on the outside, glued on the other inside. Basically that seals the wetsuit to keep out any water. So no water will be coming in through the seams, which keeps you drier, keeps you in the warm water for longer, and restricts you less the movement of the suit. Some of the standard features that you would expect on a wetsuit like this: Duraflex knee pads is a standard sort of material which is used to make sure the knees don't wear through. So it's a good material. You've got that on the leg there. You don't get a key pocket with this suit unless I'm lying, no. But it's not really something that's massively needed these days anyway, with all the electronic keys. The zip system is the Enigma zip, and basically what that means is the actual chest zip system is sewn over the top of the wetsuit there. So basically what that means is any water that does come in up through the chest part here, instead of going into the suit, it's met with the actual inside of the wetsuit there. And any flush throughs that come in through the collar, there's then another layer to the wetsuit which is going to keep the water out and just guide it out through the side of the suit or through the drain hole, which is actually on the arm there basically. So the chest zip is actually going over the top of the actual wetsuit, which means that it's very likely you're going to get any flush throughs. It's inevitable that you will do, but it keeps it to a minimum basically. One thing I do like about the suit as well, a lot of the chest zips these days are using a tiny little plastic zip which sometimes breaks after a couple of years, but Seaskins, they don't really spare any expense there, so you do get the YKK zip, which makes sure that it's got longevity and it's not going to corrode or fall off. So that is definitely worth noting. Up and over the top then, that's the inside of the suit here, the chest zip over the top. If I turn the suit inside out, you can see what's sort of going on inside. Not a huge amount, because the Rewired, as I said before, is really geared up toward flexibility and performance without breaking the bank. Now, one thing that does sort of weigh a suit down is all the thermal lining and all the sort of like air insulated neoprene, all that kind of stuff. Although it's great for keeping you warm, It does weigh the suit down because it is necessary to have more panels, you know, and more stitching, that kind of stuff then. So what Seaskins have done here, they really stripped the suit down. Okay, so that's just ultra light neoprene the whole way through, and then you get the special bits of taping, basically critical taping on different joints just to make sure the suit doesn't fall apart. But essentially, the Rewired is all about performance and flexibility at a good cost. So this is one of my recommendations for summer 2013. Really great wetsuit, and I don't think anyone will be disappointed with this.